Jesus. Say it again. Situationship. Why do women think staying with a lying, manipulative cheater is being loyal? Ooh, spicy!
Caught me at the right time, baby. Oh, I was at the end. Made me feel like that.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Natasha. Go ahead and subscribe because why not? So as you can see by the title, we are back with another chit chat girl talk video. It's been so long, you guys. It is way overdue and I apologize, but I'm super excited and super nervous to be filming this right now because I feel like I haven't sat down and talked to you guys in a while. But if you watched this video before, this kind of video before, you guys already know I'm gonna make a little drink. Side note, they're not always alcoholic beverages. They're not gonna always be alcoholic beverages. But today I need to loosen up. I'm a little nervous. I'm literally sweating right now. Like if you guys hear a lot of noise, like my air's on full blast, my fan's on. I am nervous to be sitting down and talking to you guys. I don't know why. My nerves are just getting to me. So we're gonna head over to the kitchen and make us a little cocktail. One of my favorite drinks, one of my go-to drinks. So let's get into it.
So I went to the club, put on a fresh white suit and a mini coupe, sitting on dubs. I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some love. If you know what I mean. Everybody tracking me soon as I stepped in the spot. 200 bitches in the building, ain't none of them hot. Except for this pretty young thing that was working all the way at the top. So what is her name? Oh, she made us drink to drink. We drunk and got drunk and man, I think she thinks I'm cool. She gave me a wink back. And man, I think that we have something proper like.
And here we are with our lychee martini. I'm not supposed to be drinking right now, but like I said, my nerves, so I need to like relax. Oh my god. All over me, all over my couch. I actually literally spilled half of this drink walking from there to here. So we're gonna ignore the little drip drops on my shirt. But anyways, for those who are new to this segment on my channel, it's just basically girl talk. Good vibes. I'm giving advice. I'm answering personal questions. We're talking about like current event, like I was saying. So we're gonna be talking about like current events. If you guys have any advice, I will help you to the best of my abilities and any personal questions that you have for me. So it's just a good little powwow. Put this on while you're cleaning the house, while you're doing whatever you do. And yeah, make a drink too, because why not? So first things first, a lot of you guys are like, I miss you, and I miss you guys too. I have not been filming. You guys know how I get. Moody Tasha has entered the chat. It's nothing new. I'm okay. I just sometimes need to take a step back. And there's no reason. I literally, for those who don't know, I literally am a full-time makeup artist. So it's sometimes hard for me to balance doing both YouTube full-time and that full-time. So I just take a step back from one. I kind of rotate or juggle depending on my mood. So if you guys ever see me missing, I'm literally busy. I'm okay. I know in the past I was a little sad. But like, yeah, just get in grind mode. So when I say like moody, like I just gotta switch real quick, you know? So that's pretty much it. I'm still here, alive and well and fabulous, as you can see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So next topic at hand. Where are the vlogs? Where are the vlogs? Where are the vlogs? Baby, I got so many questions. Y'all be DMing me. Y'all be commenting on my pictures like, okay, you look cute, but where's the vlog? So where do I start? So for one, you guys know how I feel about vlogs. I'm not like the consistent vlogger. I try my best, but my life is just, it's like 0 to 100. It's either super chaotic and there's no filming involved, or it's like very, very boring. So I'm not a vlogger, okay? I am a pretty girl. I am just a girl. First of all, for those who don't know, I do not have a vlogging camera at this time because I lost my camera on my trip to Italy. a few months back, and it was like a lot of back and forth, and basically at the end they told me, after telling me they would return my camera, they were basically like, oh, we don't replace electronics, like basically you snooze you lose. So Air France, count your days, okay? Count your days. And I just haven't repurchased a camera. I went to Best Buy one weekend to get a camera. They did not have it in stock, and I just took it as a sign. I just kept it pushing, baby. But I will be getting a camera soon because I do want to like get back into vlogging. I don't hate vlogging, you guys. I'm just not a vlogger, and I want you guys to appreciate me, for my other content. I don't want to be a vlogger. Like, vlogging is cool, I get it, lifestyle is like in and all that, but like I like makeup, I like hair, I like these kind of videos, sitting down and talking. Like, I feel like my life, me like showing my life, does nothing for anybody, you know? So that's just that. So for all the vlogging questions, am I not vlogging anymore? I've even been asked, am I done with YouTube? Like, no, like, baby, are you guys new here? There was also a lot of questions that I've already answered before, like personal or, you know, just general questions. Make sure you guys check out my last video that I did. I will like plug it up somewhere. And yeah, you can get the vibes of where this video is going. But just know, these videos are chaotic. They're all over the place. I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about people I don't even, it's just a lot. But I like the vibes. I really like these videos. I just feel very free. I'm starting to cool down because I'm getting hot. Literally every other question was no more vlogs. Where are the vlogs? Where are the vlogs? Like, dang. Okay, so this was a good question, and she actually DM'd it to me because it was too long for the little question boxes. But she said, how do you stay true to Natasha, especially in an industry where everyone's aesthetics are the same, everyone is promoting luxury and soft girl lifestyle? How do you find yourself staying true to who you are? I can see how you get pressured to like wanting to fit a certain aesthetic or whatever, but for me personally, I feel like keeping up or trying to fit a box that is not my box, it makes my life so much harder. You're gonna be miserable. I think about what makes me happy. How do I like to wear my hair? How do I like to dress? How do I like to do my makeup? What are things that I like to do? What makes me happy? What kind of friends do I like to have? Like, what kind of company do I have? Not what looks good or what is gonna look good to others. Like, to me, it seems very simple, but I'm realizing a lot of people are struggling with this, especially with social media and trying to keep up and being like the next girl. But you really have to sit back and take time for yourself and just really think about, like, what do I like? What makes me happy? Like, block everything out and think about what makes you. I spend a lot of time by myself, you guys. I am very much an introvert, okay? I have a good balance with my friends and all that, but I spend a lot of time by myself, and I talk to myself a lot, just like I am now. It sounds crazy, but it is what it is. And I've really found myself, and when you're constantly looking at the next person and what they have and what they're doing, and okay, maybe I should do this like that so I could be like them, you're going to literally be miserable. It's like you're constantly competing, and the only person you should be competing with is yourself. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is you, so that you can be a better version of yourself. Does that make any sense? You're never gonna be the next person. So I can sit here and give you my whole aesthetic. I can show you my whole apartment layout. I can show you my goals list, my closet, my makeup, my morning routine. You are never going to be me, and I'm never going to be you. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to really sit back, self-reflect, basically is what I'm getting at. Self-reflect and think about what are things that make you feel good, what are things that make you feel happy. F an aesthetic, okay? Like, I get it. We all like the little cutesy stuff. But I see some people with aesthetics, and I'm like, yes, it eats, but that's just not me. Like, I don't know if people think I have an aesthetic. I don't think I do. I feel like I'm very chaotic, and I just be like, but I just do what works for me. I'm not gonna, if I sat, this is the thing, if I sat here and tried to be like the next person, I would never get anything done. I would literally beat myself up, and I'm already hard on myself, so I could only imagine if I was trying to be like somebody else, you know? So that was a lot of rambling, but that's pretty much how I stay true to myself. Child, I mind my business and drink my martini, honey. And I don't know if I said this. This is a lychee martini, for those who don't know. I'm sure you got the gist of that. But do y'all know my whole life I was saying lychee? My mama's Jamaican, so it's lychee, 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 but apparently it's lychee. But then apparently it's child. Anyways, I was asked basically in different variations, how do I get out of a slump? How do I feel inspired after not feeling inspired? Over the years, I've learned to just take a step back and just kind of, again, self-reflect and get back to it when I'm ready. That may not work for everybody, but I'm one to avoid my issues until I'm ready. So that's the best advice I can give you. I feel like I've answered this before a few times, but baby, that's all I got. I'm giving you everything I got. I literally just kind of answered that. Somebody said, where are your parents from? I thought I heard an accent in a vlog. My parents are, oh my God, then the next question says, I know you're at Jamaican. I know your background is Jamaican. Where have you been? That's so funny. Well, yes, my parents are Jamaican. Literally, my whole family is Jamaican. So I guess I'm 100% Jamaican. My mom says I'm Jamaican because my family's Jamaican. I was born in America. So yeah, I think, what do you call it? Like first generation American, basically. But yeah. How am I doing mentally? I'm here, baby. I'm here. That's all I can say is I'm here. I think collectively we're just all like going through the motions, and I'm just taking it day by day. I think I always tell you guys that, like, I just take things day by day, because if I think about my future, if I think about my past, I will be stressed, I will have anxiety, I will have a panic attack. So I just take it day by day and see how it goes. Last week, TMI, it was that time of the month, I was fighting for my life. I did not leave the bed the whole week. Like, I was just like in a funk. Like, I was just like, what is happening? But then this week I feel great. I'm like, hi, hello, how are you? As you guys can see, because the content is coming back to back to back. So yeah, I'm doing good. I'm here, y'all. I'm here. I also got a lot of business questions because I'm a business woman. No, but seriously, I am going to answer a little bit in here, but I have a video coming up for you guys that I'm actually really excited about, that I've been procrastinating for ever, like literally since 2020. Literally since 2020. And me saying that out loud is just showing you, like, sometimes you just gotta sit on stuff. Sometimes you just gotta wait till the time is right. There's no rush. There's no rush in anything. So, but also I'm always on my own time, so that's why. But the first question was, what gave you the courage to start your own business? Anything you wish you would have done differently? So honestly, nobody believes me. I get so many questions about me starting my own business and this and that and that. It just happened. It was like one of those things that I just stumbled upon. Not stumbled upon, but it's just one of those things that happen. And when I tell you guys what's for you is going to be for you, I literally mean that. Like, I had no intentions of being a full-time makeup artist. That was not my dream. In a sense it was, but it seemed so untouchable. It seemed so out of reach that it was like always in the back of my mind. I would never say it because I didn't think like it could really happen, you know? I don't know if I wish I would have done anything differently, but I will say I didn't have a lot of hardship when it came to, I don't want to say I didn't have a lot of hardship. It literally just, it was handed to me. And handed to me seems so privileged, but at the same time, I went through so much leading up to that, so much confusion, being so lost, not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. And we're gonna talk about that another day because honey, but there was just so much in between that I felt like when it was my time, it was literally handed to me like, here, this is for you, and what you decide to do from here on out is up to you. That's basically how my life went. So that's just it in a nutshell. But I can't wait to tell you guys like everything from start to finish, because it's definitely been a ride. Like, since I started doing, I've been doing makeup now like consistently for like 7 years, and that is crazy. And then it's crazy. But anyways, moving along. A lot of questions about me as a makeup artist. And also, I guess this can go to this question. Somebody asked, how do you know when you found your purpose in life? I feel like I just kind of answered that. You'll just know. You literally will just know. When you feel kind of content, but also still motivated, I feel like that's when you found your purpose. Like, you're like, I like this. Let me bring it up a notch. Not like, oh, this is my job, I need to find something else to do. You know, it's just like, you just, if you know, you know. So I'm also getting asked a lot about apartment updates and how I'm liking my apartment. Y'all, will you believe that I literally am gonna be on my 3rd year in this place, which is so crazy because it does not feel like it at all. There's no updates. I never even gave you guys any like updates on my apartment. I just never was like the apartment tour girly. But she's here, she's cute, you know what I'm saying? We here. Hopefully we're gonna manifest this. Hopefully this is my last time signing this lease. We'll see. Not because I don't like it here, I just feel like it's just time for something new, you know? How do you deal with fake people, like, you know, they trying to be cool for clout? Baby, you're not gonna get any clout from over here, okay? I don't know who you guys think I am, but absolutely not. All right, so moving along, I think that's all like the personal questions. Now we're gonna get into advice and just like general chit chat. How to make friends like at our grown age. And somebody asked specifically, advice on making new friends as an older person, not having any friends due to betrayal, and reaching the end of some friendships. So that was a little bit more oh, and as a result, I'm lonely and don't know how to navigate with feeling lonely. Okay, so that was like more specific, but a lot of people are asking how to make friends as an adult. Okay, so making friends as an adult, I really feel like social media is gonna be your best friend. Like, it's such a gift and a curse. I feel like a lot of people get nervous because they're like, oh, people are weird, da da da. Baby, you have friends that you've been friends with since 5 years old and they still did something weird to you. Like, just because you know somebody in real life or you've known them for so long, that does not exempt them from being a bad friend, you know? So I just feel like if you talk to somebody and you guys have common interest, like, I don't know, just kind of like shoot your shot. I've literally met friends like that. Like, a lot of my more adult friends I have actually met from social media. I have a lot of friends from high school. Do I have any work friends? Really high school, friends of friends, but like my adult friends, my new friends, social media. Social media, we meet, if we click, we hang out again and again and again and again. And if we don't, we just don't. And sometimes you can meet somebody and y'all click, but because we are adults and we have adult things going on, we don't see each other like before. Like, you know, early 20s, your teens, you guys are hanging out every weekend. Like, what are we doing this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? That just doesn't happen in the adult world. So you just have to be open to that. I know that just because you may not see somebody all the time, it doesn't mean that you're not friends, you know? And just go into a friendship with an open mind. Don't look at it as like, oh, I've been betrayed by this person, I can't trust this person, da-da-da. You cannot judge a book by its cover. Get to know people, and just, you know, take it easy. Don't, just make it very lighthearted. Don't go into anything negative. I feel like whenever you go into anything negative, baby, you're manifesting that negativity, and that's what you get out. So just go into it with an open mind, open arms, and yeah. Okay, so there's actually two questions that are pretty similar next to each other. And one girl said, I'm 23, I live with my parents, but I'm starting to feel like a burden. My mental is just thumbs down. And then someone was like, I've been feeling stuck, like I look at everyone around me and they're doing so great, help. So I can help. Okay, so first of all, let's just reverse. I am now, do I want to say my age? So I'm 29 now, right? I did not move out of my mother's house until I was 27. I do not think that there is anything wrong. What is this piece of hair? I do not think that there is anything wrong with you being at home at 23. Nothing at all. I feel like, especially if you're, I don't know your complete situation, but if you're in school and or if you're working and contributing to some extent, you should not feel like a burden just because you're in the house. When I was living at home, I was contributing to the household. I was taking care of myself. I was not, I guess, a burden, but don't feel like you're a burden just because you're in the house. Like, you should feel very lucky. I don't want to say, I don't like when people do that. Let me not say that. But appreciate the fact that you are able to be, you know, with your parents and not out and struggling, because, you know, moving out may not be the best option for you right now. That may not be feasible, or you're not ready. It's not always about money either, because to be honest with you guys, I thought I was so ready to move out, and I was. And mentally, somewhat mentally, I was ready to move out. Financially, I was ready to move out. But when I was really on my own, I was like, wow, there's a lot that goes into living by yourself. Like, a lot. Like, I feel like as soon as I moved out, that's when adulting really started. Like, for real. So if you are not ready, and we all have to get there at some point, but again, if you are not ready, don't feel like you need to force it. When it's time, you will know. You literally will know. Like, people used to be like, oh, when are you moving out? When are you moving out? And I'd be like, I don't know. I never felt pressured or felt like I had to move out because all my other friends moved out or because this and that. I had no issues being at home. I just felt like I literally moved out because I felt like I was running out of space. Like, I have too much stuff. Like, when my mom helped me move in, she said, now how the hell was all of this in your room? I said, girl, I don't know. Like, literally, if it was up to me and my family would live in a huge house together. Like, we would all have like our own like wing. Like, not necessarily like just in a house, in the rooms. Like, we would have our own like west wing. Like, honey, because there's nothing like family. Like, as I get older, I'm really appreciating my family more and more. And I honestly don't ever want to be too far from them either. Like, me and my mom live super close to each other. There's nothing like being close to your family. And I just appreciate the fact that if anything was to happen, my mom would have open arms for me, and vice versa, girl. But leave your kids at home, okay? And also, to the other person who said they've been feeling stuck and they look around, they look at everyone around them. This is the thing, and I think I talked about this at the beginning. What is for you is going to be for you, and what somebody else is doing isn't going to be for you. So you can be looking at somebody and, okay, for example, I have lots of friends, right? They went to college, they became this and that, nurses, doctors, lawyers, the stuff that your parents want you to be, the stuff that sounds good, the stuff that looks great on paper. I've never wanted to be any of that. So, like, yes, in retrospect, they're doing great or doing better than me, but that is not what I want. So why am I comparing myself to something that I don't want or aspire to have or aspire to be? You know, so you just really have to sit back, again, self-reflect and think about, okay, what do I want to do? Where am I going to go from here? How am I going to make myself happy? I know a lot of that is easier said than done, but my mom, you guys, oh my God, I'm gonna get emotional. Why? What the heck? Please do not show her this. My mom, you guys, is such a strong person. And growing up, I always thought like she was so mean. Like, it was just so tough. But like, it's made me a stronger person today. You know, like, she always be like, that person is not better than you. You could do that too. You could do it better. Like, that has just always been my mom in my ear. And it just always seems so like aggressive, but like, she's right. And now, like, when I talk to people, I'm like, they're not better than you. You could do that too, girl. There is no, I don't look at anybody and think that they are better than me. And that is not to say that I'm better than them. I just feel like we're all capable of whatever it is that we want to do in life. And also what helps a lot, which I've been doing literally for the past decade, is I write things down. I have the same journal. I have this little pink journal. It's either in there or in there. But I have this pink journal where I write down everything. Anything that I want to do, I write it down. Do you guys know that everything that I have written down in that journal in the last 10 years, I have accomplished? Like, literally everything, or surpassed. The other day, I picked up the book again and I was writing down. And I was like, okay, we're going to put it in effect. Boom, my camera died. But yeah, just kind of like write down things that you want to do, that you want to accomplish, any goals that you have. It has to start somewhere, and honestly, writing it down sometimes just kind of releases it, and it gets you in action. How do you implement self-care without feeling guilty? Why would I ever feel guilty about self-care? Why would I feel guilty about taking care of myself? That is crazy, and you should not either. Like, there should be no reason. I mean, I don't see anything that will make me feel guilty. Maybe a purchase, like if you were buying something, but also if you feel like you deserve it and you're able to do it, do so. Do not ever feel guilty about treating yourself well, because if not you, then who? Because if you wait on other people, you will not get anything done. Oh, this was so much easier than the first time. I was able to like bunch the questions together and like narrow it down. The first video was so long, guys, but we're getting better at this. Oh, somebody said relationship without sex. It's possible. It's definitely possible. It just depends on you and that person's relationship. Communicating with that person that you do not want to do that. Making sure you guys are on the same page. That's all it takes in relationships, you guys. Relationships don't be last because people don't like to communicate. That's all it is. So you just gotta communicate that. And if that doesn't work for that person, or if that does not work for you, first my camera died. Now the memory card's running out, and I can't. I got another drink and I literally spilled it everywhere. But anyways, communication is key. If you want to be in a relationship but you do not feel like having sex, let me tell you, you don't have to have sex with anybody. Boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't care what you have. You are not obligated to give somebody your body because you are with them, but you do need to communicate that. Because if somebody else is in a relationship for that, the sexual aspect, and you're not giving that, then you guys are simply just not compatible. There's no going back and forth. There's no begging and pleading. Simply communicate that, and either it'll work or it won't. That's it. You remember, you get to choose what you want to do with your body. So again, just because you are in a relationship and you want companionship, that does not mean that you have to do things that you do not want to do. And I think that's very important that I say, because I feel like when people get into a relationship, they think that they own you, and we're not property. Like, at the end of the day, we are not, and that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day. But why do women think that why do women think staying with a lying, manipulative cheater is being loyal? Ooh, spicy. Seeking approval, validation, trying to prove loyalty. For some reason, we, and I say that very loosely, we meaning women, have been programmed to be dragged through the mud. And if you get through that, you're loyal. You are the perfect partner. Because you let him do X, Y, and Z, you a real one. You deserve me. Because I'm a cheater and I'm a liar and I'm a manipulator. You deserve me. Shout out to you for being a dummy. That's pretty much what that is. And to each his own. Not me. Oh, Jesus. How to heal from a breakup of a situationship. Say it again. Situationship. It never happened. It never was. You are going to be okay. No, but all jokes aside, you know what it is? I had this conversation with my friend recently. My hair is looking a little scraggly. I don't like that. Anyways, so I had this conversation with my friend. I think with situationships, we get more hung up on what could have been and not what it actually was. And we have to let that go. What could have been is what it was not. Okay? I don't know if that made any sense, but that's what came out. And just let it go and move on. Like, a situationship is just that. It was a situation, and you gotta just move past it. Like, you cannot beat yourself up for it. You cannot keep going back to try to make it work. Baby, if it was supposed to be, it would not have been a situation in the first place. It would have been a relationship, not a situationship. So we have to just learn to let those things go, put our ego behind us, and just keep going. We're gonna wrap this up soon. I'm gonna answer 2 more questions, or maybe 3. Advice for moving in with a significant other, a man. So like the mother in me wants to say, like, just don't. Like, it just depends on the situation. I feel like, again, every situation is different, but I just feel like most times in these scenarios, the man is benefiting more than the woman. So if you are an independent girl and you are living on your own already and you don't need no man or no roommate, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Keep it separate. Keep it separate until you guys have established a relationship, established where you are, and then you can move forward. I feel like a lot of times, especially in our younger days, the women get bamboozled. That's just how it goes. So personally, if you ask me for advice, don't do it, because if I speak no, but seriously, yeah, it's not necessary. Like, I just feel like it's not necessary. I feel like one thing I will say, I strongly recommend living on your own. Everybody needs that. I do not believe in moving out of your parents' house and moving in with your husband or moving in with a roommate. I think everybody should experience, if they can, if they have the luxury of it, living by yourself. Ain't nothing like it. It's gonna be the best time of your life. It's golden. Okay, but again, do what works for you. If you guys have talked about it and that's something you guys want to do, baby, do that. Do what you do. Then someone asked my thoughts on 50-50 in household and marriage. Baby, if that works for you, then it works for you. I don't see anything wrong with 50-50 personally. Is it my preferred method? No. I would love to just have princess treatment and be taken care of and like whatever, but let's just be realistic. Think of the economy right now. Think of, just be realistic in life. Forget all the bells and whistles, all the things you see online. Life is hard. So the reality is you're probably going to end up being 50-50 with your significant other. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do not feel like that's bad. If that works for you and your partner, then it works. And you guys are going to have a grand time. If you meet somebody and they're like, I believe in 50-50, and you're like, no, I believe a man should be a provider, then he's just not for you, baby. Move on. Somebody else will do it. I promise you. Somebody else. If you want to be the 50-50 girl, then be the 50-50 girl. If you don't want to be we keep having these conversations, these discourses, and it's just kind of like, at the end of the day, everything is subjective. You have to do what works for you. Like, you have to do what works for you. And I just hope that people are doing what works for them and not what they're seeing online or hearing other people say, because we all have different incomes, we all have different outlooks, we all have different situations. So the last question I'm gonna answer, this was like really random, but I overlooked it. Favorite solo date activities. So, like I said, I'm an introvert. I like to do a lot of things by myself, and I've gotten very comfortable with it. Solo date activities for me include eating, specifically sushi. I really enjoy eating sushi by myself. It just gives me like real like grown Sex and the City vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it gives. No, but seriously. But I will go eat by myself sometimes. Like sometimes I just want to be by myself. A lot of times I go eat by myself. The movies is another thing I like to do by myself. I've really been enjoying the movies lately. So the movies I'll do. I like to go shopping by myself. I'll just go to like random stores or like little shops, and I'll just like be on my own. My Target runs, and then also like getting my nails done, my toes done, stuff like that. That is all me time, solo date. So I highly recommend doing solo dating. It's not as stressful as you guys think. I know a lot of people are like, oh, my anxiety, my this, my that. You are okay. I feel like everybody should learn to enjoy their own company, because it is amazing. Maybe I'm just like a little crazy, but I love being by myself. But I definitely recommend doing things by yourself. Even like, well, people are just crazy, so you can't do that. This goes back to a few questions ago about making friends. When you're by yourself, I want you to know that you are a lot more approachable. When I'm by myself, people just talk to me. When I'm with people, they don't talk to me because they're like, oh, I don't want to interrupt. But when they say you're by yourself, even though I don't want to be bothered, they're going to bother you anyways. It's not a problem, though. I'm just saying. But there's just so many things that you can do by yourself. I really want to get into like solo traveling, because there's a lot of things that like I want to do, but like I don't want to like commit to like having a travel buddy. But I'm not, that's too grown for me. That's too grown for me. So this wraps up our girl talk, chit chat, Tasha talks, whatever I decide to call this child. I'm a mess, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed talking to you guys. I love seeing your guys' questions. I love talking to you guys. And hopefully I will see you guys soon in my next video. Make sure you're commenting. I love talking to you guys down below. Comment, let's talk, let's have a healthy conversation. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram so you guys know when I'm doing these, so that you guys can ask questions, advice, leave topics, all that good stuff. So thanks so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this video. It made me really happy. Okay, it made me so happy, and I hope I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.